Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Rise and Shine. Joining us this morning. Today's session of Burn and Tone is going to include a bit of upper body strength workout as well as a fat burner circuit at the end. So you want to stay through both of these to get a full workout for today and get you a quick kickstart, a boost to the start of the day. Okay, we're going to go straight into the warm-up. The same style, we're going to have 3 different segments: warm-ups, strength training, and then today at the end will be the fat burner workout. So we're going to start with the warm-up right away with both arms on top, opposite directions, one forward, one backwards. Our usual warm-up. So for those of you who have been joining us every Friday morning this time, you should be used to this warm-up sequence by now. So you can do it any time of the day when you want to get a little bit of stretch in. And change directions, one forward, one backwards, a bit of coordination. So for those of you who are doing this for the first time or the first few times, you might find a little bit of difficulty in terms of coordination, mentally challenging. Just going one forward, one backwards. And relax. Okay, keep your arms straight, clap front, clap back. See if you can touch your hands behind you. Relax the shoulders, stand up tall, stretch out the shoulders. And hands in front now. Rotate upper body. Just the upper body, side to side, and relax. Good, and relax. Okay, feet wider apart. And you're gonna put your hands on knees, push your knees out. Right shoulder to the middle. Hold it, feel the stretch. You stay low, keep your butt down, not just standing up high this way. Keep your butt down and switch other side. Shoulder to the middle, keep pushing both knees outwards. And stay there. Okay, now hands in front, lower body stays still, butt stays low, knees out. Now if you can, go up on your toes, balance. Try to balance on your toes. Might get a little bit shivery, shaky, that's normal. Try to hold it, few more seconds. Butt down, back straight, knees out, and relax. Okay, now both legs straight. Turn your body, reach across, side to side. Reach across, reach across. As long as you keep your legs straight, if you cannot touch your toes, it's okay. Just keep your legs straight. We're just stretching it out, warming up. And now just hang your weight down, reach for the floor. Still keeping your legs straight, hold it. If you cannot touch the floor, that's fine, but that's your goal. Try to be able to reach the ground by the end of the circuit breaker. 2 more weeks. Do this every day. Feet wider apart now. You're gonna bend one side. Sit backwards with the butt sitting backwards on one side. The straightened leg can be on your heel, toes pointing outwards. For those who can, go all the way down. Initially, if you're starting out on your toes, that's fine. As long as you put most of your weight on the hips and not going forward. You want to sit back always. And switch over out of sight. Sit on your hips, the straightened leg, toes pointing up on your heel. One more set on each side. Switch over. Good, and last one, back to other side. Just feel the stretch, especially in the morning. Everything's stiff. And relax. Okay, standing up. So now we're gonna have 4 different mobility drills for today. We're going 2 rounds. Just follow what I do. The first one, start in the plank position. You're gonna go for spider stretches. We have done this a few weeks ago. 2 spider stretches this way. So 1 big step forward and try to get your foot close to where your hands are, that line. So step forward as far as you can, and whichever leg that's in front, same hand opens up. Look to the ceiling, come back down. And then you switch other side. Same leg, same hand open. Look to the ceiling, return. And then you go again, okay? So we're gonna do 2 times of this. Come back, this is 1, that's 2. And then, butt up, reach for your toe, return. Butt up, reach for your toe, return. And go again. Okay, that's the first one. And we're gonna go for 1 minute for each of it. Starting in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. 2 spider stretches first. Big step. We're not going for speed. Don't need to rush through anything here. Just feel the stretch. Come back to plank, butt up, reach for your toes, return. Butt up, reach for your toes, return. And spider stretches again. Open, return, switch sides. and toe reaches. Reach, come back. Always return to plank position and go again. Whichever leg, same hand, goes up. And back to plank. Okay, by now you should feel your heart rate going up, warming the whole body up this way. Probably one last set. Other side, open. Come back to plank. Keep your legs straight. Bring your butt up. Reach for your toes. Last one. And rest first. Okay, next one, standing up on your feet. We're gonna go for high kicks as usual in front of you. So high kicks in front of you, but this time around, when you come back, big step back. Lunge back. And then go again. The same leg first. Big step back. So first try to get your balance and get a little bit of flexibility kicking. Okay, ready? And here we go. Stay on the same leg. So high kick and step back. Try to get a big step back this time around. Okay, because the next one, or rather we're gonna progress into high kick and an actual lunge back. So you want to touch the ground, go again. Touch the ground and go again. Return. You're gonna really warm up the whole body this way. Just make sure when you come up for your kick, go up high. Your goal is to get a straight leg high kick in front of you, in front of your face, eye level. Reach back, touch, go again. Try your best to maintain your balance. High kick, come back down, and go again. Explosive, return. So with all these dynamic stretching, to help you get a little bit more flexibility for all your workout later on. 5 seconds, last one. High kick, and return. Good, and relax. So now we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. You should be feeling it on the standing leg as well. Switch over to the other side, same thing. You're gonna go for high kick first. Big step back, so you get the movement right before you go to the harder version, okay? And here we go. High kick, big step back, and go again. Try to feel the movement first. And make sure your front leg is straight. That means the kicking leg has to be straight as high as you can. Now, when you're ready, you can attempt the harder version. Big step, touch the ground, and go again. Tap, and go. Good. Try to reach or kick to your eye level. If you're still far from that, like that, you can do that too. Just every time you attempt the kick, go up an inch higher. Good. We're gonna do 5 more. That's 4, high kick. 3, 2 more from here, high kick. 1 last one. And rest. Okay, shake it out. Good. You're gonna warm up the lower body right now. Okay, next one, S turns variation. So we have done this too for our usual warm-up sequence. So from here, seated this way, S-sit position I call it, just seated this way. Instead of, we have been doing the swinging over. Instead of doing this today, we're just gonna start from here. Your feet position doesn't change. So first you want to get a comfortable position. Okay, for most of you who haven't done this before, you might feel a little bit stiff on the hips. It may not be comfortable, but that's what you want to work on, right? So you make it as smooth as you can. Sit in this position. If you need help, hands behind. Lay back a little bit, that's fine, okay? So ideally, what I want you to try and achieve, ultimately, you want to be able to feet stay in place and shift your knees up. And come back down the other side without the help of your hands on the ground. So you see the feet stays in place, come up, knees up, return, okay? This is not easy, especially for those of you doing this for the first time. It's a lot of hip mobility work. If you need help, hands behind. When you lean back, it's much easier. Lean back, come up on your knees, come back down. Feet and return. This is easy for with your hands. So next time round, lesser weight on the hands, lean forward while you do this. And ultimately, you don't want to use your hands at all, okay? So we're gonna try this a few more times and then do one more round of the whole sequence again. So bring your knees up onto your feet, come back down. Try your best without shifting your feet position. Return. It's a lot of core work, a lot of hip mobility. Last two. Good. One last one. Up on your knees and come back down. Okay, relax. Now going back to the top. One more round of each. Plank position. Okay, should be warmed up by now. Get in, get the blood pumping. Plank position, spider stretches. Okay, here we go. Big step. Open and return. Other side. Now return to plank. Butt up, reach for your toes. Return. Go again. And come back. Repeat the whole sequence. 2 spider stretches. And 2 toe reaches. Return to plank. Always come back to plank. Reset to plank position. And go again. Open up. Return. Other side. And 2 toe reaches. Nice. One last time. 2 spider stretches. Twist. Come back. Other side. Return. Start in the plank. Reach for your toes. Try to keep your legs straight. And rest. Okay, up on your feet. Next one. Back to the high kicks with the lunge. Starting whichever leg you want. If you need help, you can hang on to a chair, a stable chair, or a table. Okay. If not, try to balance on your on the standing leg. Starting from here, and here we go. High kick. Step back. If you can, touch the floor and go again. Tap the ground. Go again. Don't want to go all the way down and to tap the ground. It's gonna be much harder on your lower body and the balance. Everything. Kick up as high as you can each time. Feel the stretch on the hamstring, the leg they are kicking. And return. Last 3. 2 more. And one last one. All the way up. And rest. Shake it out. Other side. Same thing on the other side. Ready? And let's go. As high as you can. Big step back. Tap the ground if you can. As high as you can. Return. Try not to have your own arms limiting the height of your kick. So if you're holding your hands out here, that's usually very low, and you can go up slightly higher. Just bring your arms up, set yourself another target to go towards. Try your best to maintain your balance. As you can see, it's not easy. Really warming up the lower body. Last 3. Last 2. Good. One last one. And rest. Okay, shake it out. Seated down on the ground. Last one for this segment. Should be warmed up by now. Getting a bit of sweat in. Especially those who are not using AC at home. Okay, feet on the ground. If you have to, hands behind to start with. Knees up and come back down. Without moving the position of your feet. Knees up and return. If you can, lean forward. A lesser weight on your hands and go again. Knees up and return. And repeat the whole thing. Just to really move the hips. Keep your abs tight so you stay compact without falling back. For those who can, without your hands, of course. Come back down. Up onto knees up. And return. Last 2. Good. One last one. Nice. And relax. Alright, so this is just a warm-up segment. If you're sweating by now, that's good. That means you really warmed up the muscles and you're ready for the workout. So the second segment will be a lot of upper body strength training. All you need is a chair, and if you have a backpack with a weight, if you have a dumbbell at home, even better. So just a stable chair or stool and a small little weight that you can use. You can even use the cooking pot if you want. And Sam will be leading us through the upper body workout. So we're gonna go for a short break, get the equipment that you have at home, and come back real quick in a minute, and we'll start the second segment.
Hi, good morning. Welcome back to Burn and Tone with Cheryl and myself. I'm Sam, and thank you for tuning in to Burn and Tone with us. Now, I'm gonna run through a very simple workout this time around, and it's really simple because we're gonna be seated most of the time. But what I need your help with is to make sure that you find a stable stool or chair, and then a box, a luggage, a carton, anything that is weighted, heavy enough, or a cooking pot. Okay, so we're gonna move on over here. Now, this is largely a seated workout session. So make sure you're seated nice and stable and comfortable. Make sure your pelvic is all turned in as well. You're sitting on a sit bone. So what is our sit bone? So if you're sitting on a firm chair like what I'm doing right now, you'll find that the sit bone is where the two pointy bone is in contact. All right, if you're on the ground, it's also relatively easy to find, but if you're on a cushion, then you really have to adjust and find it yourself. Alternatively, is just put your hands on the hip. As you tilt your pelvic forward and back, find that center. So forward tilt, backward tilt, forward tilt, now, and then find the center. Simple. All right, now I'm gonna go through two rounds of the following movements. So follow up with me, and again, at any point in time, if you feel that you need to take a break, just do that. You don't have to catch up. Just follow up along the way. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. I've got a bag over here. Inside there's 2 bags of rice, so it's 10 kg. It's not too heavy, but it's challenging enough. All right, we're gonna start out with seated deadlift. So often than not, we always challenge like, hey, we don't have weights that's heavy enough at home for us to practice deadlift. But this time around, we're gonna do it seated, and it is okay to round your spine because this weight is not super heavy. It is not our potential strength or absolute strength. It is a weight that we're working with. So this is a conditioning portion. Now, from here, what I'd like you to do is make sure your feet is firm on the ground, firmly footed on the ground, and then from here, hold on to your back, and then bring the weight up to a sit position. We're gonna go through 10. So going down, nice and slow, and then coming up, and sit. Now, it may seem like a rehab movement, but if the weight is heavy enough, it's just as challenging like a regular deadlift. So hold it, brace yourself, sit in, sit back, and then lift the weight up. You want to bring the challenge up a little bit. All you need to do is don't let the weight rest. Hold on to it. Bring it down to a touch. Come back up to a sit. Down to a touch. And then up to a sit. Notice I haven't changed my footwork or my foot placement. Making sure that my knees are pointing forward. There's no adjustments. Using my back as much as I can. Going down and then coming up. So today's movement is the same. We have 10 reps on each for each portion. Now, the second movement that we're going to work with is continuation. So holding on to the weight, bring it back up. We're going to practice pressing. Okay, so we've just worked on our lower back and core. We're going to work on our shoulders. So for the 10 reps, we're going to go like this. So stabilize the weight on your hands. Get ready to press it up and then bring it back down. Go ahead and press up. Bring your elbows as close to your ears as possible. And then bring it back down. Exhale on the way up. Breathe in on the way down. Exhale up. Breathe in on the way down. Now, there may be 2 potential positions where your body is. One is you're sitting upright, like what I'm doing right now. So the spine's in a neutral form. Bring it back down. Or you can round your lower back just a little bit and then perform the press up. Now, if you've got tight lower back and tight hamstring, chances are you may be sitting in this position as well. Remember, the weight is not too heavy. It is alright to be in this position, but as the weight gets heavier, you should regain your mobility or your range of motion. Back well, press up and down. We've got last 2, going down, exhale coming up, and going down. Exhale, going up. Okay? Now, bring the weights down, swing it out a little bit, and just catch your breath. Okay? Now, next movement that we're going to go into, it's a front raise. There are 2 ways to go about doing so. So the first one, from here, hinge forward, raise your body up, swing your arms up and down. raise up and down. Okay, but I prefer the second method. So if you can join me on the second weight, do that. So I'm gonna raise the weight up and I'm gonna punch out. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last 5. Press out. 1, 2, breathe in and breathe out. 3, 4, and 5. Okay, take a break. You should be feeling on the front shoulder position. We call it the front delt. A little bit of pecs, a little bit of forearms and elbows as well. Again, if you have any comments, ideas, or any thoughts about our movements, just feel free to comment and we will get back to you. All right. Now, the last movement is this. I'm going to put the weights down. We're going to go back to our dips. So I've worked the back, I've worked the shoulders, I've worked on the front shoulders as well. So this time around, just a little bit of a presses. Okay, so again, going down and press up. Keep your lower back as close to the edge of the stool or the chair that you're on so that you get a good deep range for your elbows and your shoulders, and then press yourself back up. Options, you can place the weight back on your thighs to give a little bit more resistance. Okay, so I'm just starting off without any resistance to show you the movements. The last 3, last 2, and last 1. Okay, so we're going to go back to sit-up position. So we've got 4 movements today, 2 rounds. Now we're going to go back to the deadlift. So keep your feet firmly placed onto the ground. Go back into your sit bone. Hinge over from your hips. Round your back slightly. Take a deep breath in. Inhale, exhale. Lift up. 1. And 2. And 3. So back home, you could also consider using your bags loaded with, like what I'm doing, rice bags or water, or your books, your travel books especially. Okay, or you can put like your weights plates inside if you have them, or even your luggage as well. You can load as many things in as possible. Now this is a seated variation. Of course, you can go back into your standing, or you might even want to stand on a stool to get a deeper range of motion. Okay, so treat it as a rehab or treat it as a conditioning. Burning, get your back worked out. I got last one, and lift up, and break. Okay, sit upright, feel the stretch across your back as well as your abs, just to counter the movements. All right, now then we're gonna move on to seated overhead press up. So bring the weight back up, seated position, raise the weight up. Okay, get ready to press it up and down. Option, you can try, if your weight allows, do it with one arm, or else 2 hands will be a lot safer. Going down, nice and slow. Especially in the case when the resistance is not high enough for you. If it is not high enough for you, just go a little bit slower. Okay, if this is already challenging for you, it's okay to take breaks in between. As long as you feel that your muscles are working and you're challenging it, take a quick short break, go back into the movement. Okay, so abs tight, tailbones tucked in, press up, elbows to the ears, and then bring it back down. Focus on extending up your arms fully, get into a nice stack. So notice the weight is sitting straight down onto my sit bone. Okay, and one last time, press up and down. Okay, definitely feeling the burn. I'm not sure about you. Okay, so find anything. All right, and another reason why I'm sharing with you about the seated position is because without our lower body adjusting our position, seated exercises actually are quite challenging as well. Okay, now we're going to go into a front raise. So push out. So usually we raise our arms up this way, but simply by going into this movement, the elbow to shoulder position are actually going through the same flow. So whether or not you're going through this way, or down and out, or down and up, okay, it's very similar. You're still working and developing the same right muscle group, okay? So let's get started. From here, press out, and then back in. Take a deep breath in, and exhale, push out, and in, breathe in, push out, and in. Try not to allow your body to lean back too far. Sit as upright as you can, and then pull it back in. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and push it out. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and push out. Last 4, push and return. Last 3. Last 2. And last 1. Okay. Remember, keep your arm as straight forward as you can, just to get the muscles working. Options as well. Don't forget, you can always adjust the weight. So if the weight is light for the overhead press, you can always change it to something heavier for the deadlift. Take the things in and out. That's fine. Okay. So last movement, we're going to go into chair dips. And like I mentioned earlier, again, you can actually put the weight on your thighs. Okay. So I've got a little bit more weight sitting on me, and then from here, I'll lower myself down, again keeping my back as close to the edge of the stool as possible, and then back up. So going down, and up, and down, up 3, breathe in, exhale up, 4, going down, stretch your triceps and your shoulders, up, going down, that should be 5 I think, last 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and last one. Bring your hands back, knee your fingers together, stretch your shoulders, okay? Or bring it forward as well. Imagine you're hugging a tree, round, feel the stretch across your shoulder, not just your lats, okay? I hope you enjoyed the seated version of the burn and tone workout today. Also, don't forget to check out the burn and tone sessions that me and Cheryl have presented to you over the last couple of Fridays as well. If you have any question, again, don't forget, just leave us a comment and we'll get back to you. I'm gonna hand over to Cheryl. Stay tuned, don't go away.
Step right up, draw the next cut. You water the pipe, we're animals, so get along with everybody else. Is the ship sinking? I've been thinking. Not a long time to get along. Always sinking. I've been thinking. Been a little time to get along. Wake up call, throw the next up. Be one of a kind, original. Don't be another sign of the times. Fight. Wanna know the secret? We get on. Wanna know the secret? We get on. Try to find the feeling we belong. It's all for one and all for fun.
Alright, welcome back to Burn and Tone. this is the last segment. It's gonna be a short one, but it's gonna be slightly higher intensity than usual. It's gonna be a total fat burn circuit. So just 4 different exercises, and the intensity level, well, by right, you have heard, HIIT, high intensity interval training, but the intensity, it's always up to individual. So if you want to take it a little bit faster, a little bit harder to burn more calories, to really spike your metabolic rate up, go ahead, do that. If you want to just get a little bit of sweat in, or you want to slow it down, that is fine as well, because we're going by timing. So every exercise will be 30 seconds of work time. Just go along with the time. You don't, how fast you want to go is up to you. So 30 seconds of work time. In between the exercises, there will be 20 seconds for you to try and catch your breath, recover as much as you can before the next exercise starts, okay? So 4 different exercises. I'll run through the exercises one at a time now. We're not gonna start the timer just yet, just so you know how to do the exercises first. And once we start the timer, it's just gonna keep going for 3 straight rounds. But the good news is after each round, there will be 45 seconds rest. So slightly longer rest time after each round. Okay, so 4 different exercises. The first one we're gonna do, I call this quarter turns. So there are 2 ways of doing it. I'll show you the level 1 first. Level 1, standing feet shoulder width apart, that's fine. Just quarter turns, that means you're gonna hop and turn your hips to the side. So facing one side, come back to the center. Left, right, and you just keep going this way. So try your best to not turn the whole body. If you want to, you can. You're just gonna look like a robot. But if you want to keep your feet on your toes this way, stay light, turn the hips, return. Turn the hips, return. Okay, so that's the level 1 version. If you want to bring it up a level, advanced version, dip into a squat every time, and then come up, twist. Squat, come up, twist, and go again. Okay, so 30 seconds. As you can see, the first exercises are gonna be tiring already, but this is to get your heart rate up, to really get the fat burn going. Second exercise we have, hands behind your head, just standing upright, standing obliques, I call this. If you can, feet together, that makes the balancing a little bit harder, but if not, you can start with the feet shoulder width apart. The whole point of this is to touch your elbow tip to your kneecap while maintaining your balance. Elbow tip, kneecap, come back, okay? So if let's say you're doing this, not counted, because that's the thigh. We want the kneecap. So hands always stay behind your head. Elbow tip, kneecap, come back. So try to maintain a balance instead of looking like this, losing a balance. So you want to really crunch on the side, stand up tall, crunch on the side, stand up tall. So crunches, not just lifting the legs up. Crunch on the side, standing obliques. The first round we're gonna be doing outside. Second round will be across. Same thing, elbow tip touches the kneecap. Okay, so level 1 is just standing straight up, doing this. Advanced version, go with the hop each time. Okay, so that will be 30 seconds as well. Now the third exercise we have, plank, come up to a squat position. So I'll show you 2 different views first. Starting from the side view, plank position. Level 1, you can just walk up into a squat. That means squat, that means feet apart. Your feet has to stay apart. Walk up into a squat, come back to plank. Walk up into a squat, lift up, come back to plank. Okay? So you make sure whenever you walk up, it's always feet outside your hands, feet apart, squat, sitting backwards, not forward, and then return to plank and go again. So that's level 1, walking into the squat. Level 2, from here, jump into the squat. Very similar to burpees, but with your feet outside, like proper squat position. Jump back in. Jump into a squat, lift up, jump back in. Okay, so plank into a squat, straight forward. Whichever level you want to go for, it's up to you. Last exercise, skaters. So again, 2 different levels. Level 1, you're gonna start from one side without a mat if you can, actually. So without a mat on the floor will be more stable. Step over, hop over to one side. Back foot steps back. Okay, back foot taps the ground, and you go again. Back foot taps to help you balance. That's level 1. Okay. Level 2, advanced, back foot not touching the ground. So you really stabilize yourself each time and just keep going for 30 seconds. All right, so 2 different levels for each of these. All of this, body weight, it's not gonna be easy even though it's body weight. As you can see, I'm already starting to catch my breath. The 3 rounds, is gonna be worth it. So you want to get your heart rate up. It will not be comfortable. It will be slightly higher intensity. Really get a sweat out of you today, and you can enjoy the rest of the weekend, okay? So we're gonna start off with the first one, the quarter turns in 5 seconds. Get ready. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Side to side, quarter turns. So that's level 1, side to side. If you can, go for the squat each time. Deep into the squat. Return, stay light on the toes. Except for those of you who are doing the squat, do a proper squat position, come back up. Breathe in between. That's the key to lasting longer. 3, 2, 1, and rest. 20 seconds to rest. And we have the second exercise, standing obliques. Chest up first, you still have the rest time. 8 seconds. Remember, it only counts if your elbow tip touches your kneecap, right? And here we go. 30 seconds. Maintain your balance as much as you can. And the key to lasting throughout the whole 3 rounds is really in your breathing. Try to pace your breathing in between. Consistent breathing. Your muscles gonna need the oxygen to work. So if you are holding your breath, every now and then you're gonna burn out really quickly. And time. Okay, relax. 20 seconds. Okay, the third one, it's a love and hate. Plank, come back up. So you can relax on the ground first. 8 seconds. So plank into a squat. Whichever version you want to do, it's up to you. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. You can walk up to a squat, come back down, walk up, step into a plank again, or you can jump up and return. It's really up to you which one you want to work on. Okay. Stay light always, and make sure it's always back into a plank. No fish, you don't want to sink your hips. Hold the plank, come back up. And rest. 20 seconds, deep breaths. Now the last one for this round. Skaters, stay on one side. Just a small step to start with if you are trying this for the first time. Doesn't have to be a wide distance. Small steps. 3, 2, 1, here we go. The back foot can tap the ground if you want. If you're starting out, especially, back foot taps the ground. But stay low, not just standing up and stepping. No, step, hop over, stay low, hop over, stay low, and go again. For those who can, without the back foot touching. Really balance. Hop over, push over, balance. 3, 2, 1, and rest. 45 seconds. Deep breaths, 45 seconds. And we're gonna start from the top again. So first round, get used to the movement. Second round, it will be smoother. Not easier, just smoother with the movement. So we have the first one will be quarter turns. You still have 25 seconds to breathe. So up to you. If you have done the level 1 on the first round, you can try to take it up in the next level for the second round. So these 4 different exercises, all you have to do is last the 30 seconds. Get ready, 5 seconds for the first one. Quarter turns, 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Twist to the side, come back into a squat. Really pace your breathing. That means finding your own breathing pattern, consistent. Just think about feeding your muscles with oxygen to keep working. 5 more seconds. All the way up. And rest. Shake it out. Next one, standing obliques. I think the standing obliques is the one that you can rest a little bit more. Work on your balance. Hands behind your head. This time around, we're gonna go across. Come back. Okay? Right elbow, left knee. Yeah, ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. Return, come back, across the body. Meet in the middle. That means you want to crunch, elbow and knee touches in the middle of the body and not reaching all the way down. Across, come back. Bring those knees up. Twist, return. Only counts if your elbow tip touches the kneecap. Come back. Last one. And rest. Relax. Plank into a squat. Okay, this is not easy. All the plank, jumping up. Those exercises that look similar to burpees, never easy. Start in the plank position, 5 seconds. Get ready. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Squat position, come up. Return to plank. Solid plank and go again. Make sure it's a squat. Butt back, not going forward. And return. Straight away onto your heels and come back. So never land like that. Not on your toes. Onto your heels. Return. 10 more seconds. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Check it out. Skaters. Yep. 30 seconds of skaters. Can do the level 1 or level 2, it's up to you. Make sure you're stable first. Always land flat on the foot. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Hop over. And if you want to try without the back foot touching, start slow, short distance. Once you get better, leap over. 15 seconds. Just focus on your movement. Feel yourself controlling your body's movement. 5 seconds. Finish last 2, last 1, and rest. 45 seconds rest. One last round to go. Just walk around, chest up, open up your chest, deep breaths. You want to expand the lungs all the way up, and then slowly breathe out. That way you try to slow down your heart rate. Recover as much as you can, and then we start. One last round. 20 seconds. One last round to go, 15 seconds. Just focus on the deep breaths. Okay, 5 seconds to quarter turns. Get ready. Last time at each exercise, and here we go. Squat, come back, twist. Squat, twist. And keep going this way. Pace your breathing in between. Nice. Make it count. 15 seconds left. This is the last round. Last round you have to do today. Five seconds. Squeeze in the last 2. Last one. And rest. Nice work. Check it out. Standing obliques. Okay, a bit of challenge to your brain. One outside, one across. And then other side. One outside, one across. Ready. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Outside and across. And return. Other side. Outside first. And across. Again, outside. Across. Come back. Outside. Across. Yeah, work your brain too. While maintaining your balance, you gotta remember the steps, how to do it properly. Outside, across, and rest. Relax. Plank into a squat. Deep breath. Oh, you really need to get ready for this. 8 seconds. 5 seconds. Start in the plank. Ready. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Squat. Proper squat. Chest up. Come back to plank. Stay light. The trick is bring your butt up and then jump forward. So you're in the proper foot positioning. Return. Good. 10 seconds. The lighter you are, the better. If you can stand all the way up, good. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, one last exercise. Skaters. Deep breaths. 10 more seconds before we start. Your last 30 seconds. Your body's already warmed up. Might as well burn a little bit more. Get ready. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Side to side. Control. If you need the back foot tapping the ground, go ahead. Side to side. So you control the distance as well. At first you start with a short distance and you can try leaping over a bigger step. 10 more seconds. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Well done, guys. 3 rounds. It's only about 11 minutes, 30 seconds of circuit. I'm sure you're sweating by now. If you're not, something's wrong with you, or the AC is on, I don't know. You should be sweating by now. Okay, just cool down now. Seated down, continue to take deep breaths. Lay down your back, tuck your knees in, curl your back in, and just rock side to side. Continue to take deep breaths. Relax the back muscles. Good. Okay. Come back up. Now we do it a little differently today. Cobra pose. Hips down. Hips down. Make sure you're not sinking into the shoulders. You want to push away from the ground. Chest up. Tuck your toes underneath. Bring your butt up as high as you can. Try to press the heels down into the ground. Heels into the ground. Stretch your calves or your hamstrings. And knees onto the ground gently. Now keep your feet this way, flat, relaxed, and just sit on it. Try to sit on it. Feel the stretch on the ankles, on the shin, on the quads. Some of you may even have trouble trying to sit comfortably like that. If you need help, hands by the side and control by yourself. For those who can, lean back. And if you can, hips up. So squeeze the glutes, hips up. Feel a bit more stretch on the quads. And relax. Okay, one leg in front of you. This way. So you want to take a big step forward. So you have enough space to go forward. Hips down. So the main thing is bringing your hips forward and down. Stretch the back leg. Should feel it on the hip flexors here, where we always use them but never stretch them. So hips down. Keep your upper body upright. You're going to stay where you are. The positioning, all you have to do is straighten up the front leg. Go up onto your heel, toes pointing upwards. And lean forward. If you have trouble touching the floor, hands on your knees, that's fine. As long as you keep the front leg straight, you feel the stretch along the back of your legs, you can stay there. Very nice. And relax. Okay, switch other side, the other foot forward. Big step, make sure it's a big step. If it's too small, you won't be able to do it properly. Big step forward, make space for your hips to go forward and down. Hips downwards. Should feel the stretch on the back leg, on the hips. Try your best to keep your upper body upright, straight. Relax the muscles you're stretching. Hold it. Put the pressure, put the weight on the hips downwards. Okay, without moving your positioning, your feet, just straighten the front leg, toes pointing up, and lean forward. Hands on your thighs, for those who can, hands on the ground, and hold it. Stretch out the hamstrings. Did a lot of hopping and jumping today. And relax, seated down. You're gonna put one foot up on your knee, It looks relaxing, but you should be feeling the stretch on the butt, nearer to the butt, outside of the thigh. Your goal is to try and get your shoe close to your shoulder. It's the same stretch as the one you lie down and pull it in. Whichever you prefer, you can do that. Just make sure you're feeling the stretch. Hold it. Nice. Try to, if you're doing the seated version like me, try to keep your chest up instead of hunching. Keep your chest up. You'll feel a bit more stretch. Okay, and relax. Switch, other side. Get the foot in position, sit back down, keep your back straight. Adjust with your hands accordingly. You want to feel more stretch? Lean into your shin. Lean into your shoe. Nice. Hold it, feel the stretch. Try to let the muscles lengthen out. And relax. Okay, straddle position. Seated up, doesn't have to be wide as long as both legs are straight. Go forward, touch your toes if you can. If you have a trouble reaching for your toes, just bend your knees first. Hold on to your shoes or your toes, grip tight, and try to straighten from there. See how far you can go. All the way down if you can, and hold it. If you're hunching, try to straighten, lengthen out your back, lengthen out your spine. Keep your chest out, neck long, feel the stretch. Good. Come back up to the center. You're gonna walk over to one side. Reach for your shoe or your foot or your shin. If you cannot go all the way down, just hold on to something. Keep that leg straight and feel the stretch. And switch over, other side. Hold on as far as you can with the back straight and leg straight. Feel the stretch. You work the muscles hard today. You want to stretch them out. And relax, seated up in your comfortable position. Stretch your shoulders. Good, and switch other side. Almost done. Elbow at the back. Pull that elbow down. Keep your head up, looking forward. And if you can, lean to the opposite side. So if you're holding onto your left elbow, you lean to the right. And switch. Hold that elbow down. Look forward, lean to the opposite side, and hold it. You feel the stretch along the side of your body and the triceps. And relax, seated upright, hold the head down. Relax the shoulders and hold it. Good, and look in front of you, ear to shoulder on one side. Relax your shoulders. You want to drop the shoulders down, feel the stretch on the side of your neck. You can tilt forward and down. You feel a bit of different stretch at different angle. And switch other side. To the side, drop the shoulders, tilt the head forward. So feel the different stretch at a different angle. And relax. Alright, that's it for today's session, guys. Well done. I hope you guys have a good Friday and a good weekend ahead, and we will see you next Friday, same time.